Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a sunflower field, lived a little ladybug named Larry. Larry was no ordinary ladybug. He had a big dream to fly all the way to the mountains and see the snow for the first time. One day, Larry was sipping on some sweet nectar when he heard a loud buzzing sound. He turned around and saw the biggest bumblebee he'd ever seen in his life. "Excuse me," said Larry, "but do you know where I can find some snow? I've never seen it before and I'd love to take a peek." The big bumblebee smiled and said, "Why don't you just ask my family? We're going there right now." Larry's eyes widened with excitement. "Really? Can I come with you?" he asked. "Of course," said the bumblebee. "The more the merrier." Soon, Larry found himself flying alongside the bumblebee and his 3 children. They were all going to visit the bumblebee's grandparents who lived in the mountains. After a while, the children started getting bored. "Are we there yet?" they asked for the 100th time. "Not yet," said their father, "but I have an idea." He turned to Larry and said, "Hey, why don't you tell us a story?" Larry thought for a moment. "Okay, here goes nothing," he said. And so Larry began to tell them the tale of the very first bumblebee. It all started when the flowers started wilting and the trees stopped blooming. The animals were sad because all the plants were dying. Then one day a little girl came across the wilting flowers. She didn't want to see them die, so she made a wish. "I wish these flowers would grow forever," she said. Suddenly, a magical bee appeared and granted her wish. From that day on, the girl had a magical flower garden that never stopped blooming, and that's where the first bumblebee came from. As Larry continued his story, the children listened with wide eyes and ears. They forgot all about being bored and instead asked Larry to hurry up and finish his story. Finally, Larry finished his tale and the children thanked him for keeping them entertained. Just then, the bumblebee dad noticed that they had arrived at his parents' house. "Thank you, Larry, for the wonderful story," he said. "Now let's go see Grandma and Grandpa Bee." Together, they walked inside the cozy house. Larry couldn't help but notice how different everything was from the sunflower field. Instead of warm yellow sunflowers, there were white snowflakes outside. "It's so beautiful," he exclaimed. The bee family laughed and said, "Just wait till you feel it." Soon, Larry was outside playing in the snow with the bee children. He rolled in the snow, made a snow bee, and even tasted some snow. It was cold at first, but then something magical happened. Larry felt warmer and happier than he'd ever felt before. After a while, it was time for Larry to go home. He said goodbye to the bee family and promised to visit again soon. As Larry flew back to his sunflower field, he couldn't stop smiling. He had made new friends and experienced something truly magical, and all because he dared to follow his dreams and ask a stranger for help. The end.